What's up, Manchester United fans? Good morning, good afternoon. Manchester United versus Tottenham preview. Yes, and it's a whole different Manchester United and definitely a whole different Tottenham. We don't have David De Gea anymore. We don't have Fred anymore. They don't have Harry Kane, and they don't have Hugo Lloris. I think that's kind of a bigger loss on their side. And they don't have the same coach. But at the same time, last year, this very same fixture, which was in October, we had Fred and Casemiro in the midfield and Bruno. It was 70-30 in favor of Manchester United in terms of possession. Pressed them. That was probably one of the best matches of all time, post-Fergie era, I've ever seen Manchester United play. We were dominant through and through. Tottenham was non-existent. I'm surprised we didn't get at least 5 goals, which we should have, but it was just like 2-0. The problem is with this match now is that every Manchester United fan who watched Monday night's game versus Wolverhampton is gonna be concerned. And the biggest problem was in midfield. We understand that. No, we don't have Fred anymore. And Mason Mount, Mason Mount is not a holding midfielder. He's not a box-to-box midfielder, right? So as crazy as it sounds, you're better even starting McTominay next to Casemiro, which is probably present even it's more problems there. However, if everybody's saying Casemiro was exposed, but it's not necessarily that he was exposed, but if you have a pressing midfielder like Mason Mount, which I don't know what his job is, if he's an attacking midfielder, he's definitely not a box-to-box, right? So if he's up there pressing and Bruno is pressing, then who is in the midfield? It's Casemiro alone, right? So the attacking midfielder, the defensive midfielder of the opposition, if they get past Casemiro, then who is there? Just the defenders alone, right? So that was a big mistake and it cannot happen again. So more likely he's gonna start Eriksen. I think he should. Let Eriksen run it out, and like the 65th minute he put on Mount and say, just stay in the middle and just move the ball around. That's the best I could think of. Garnacho or Anthony, both of them cannot start this match. So we're gonna I would put Sancho on the right and Anthony on the left. Keeping Anthony at the left, he have no option but to supply the ball to the forward or the attacking midfield, right? And I think that's gonna be the game plan. As for the back four, it pretty much stayed the same. Varane, Martinez, Shaw, and Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, and we should be good. Marcus Rashford up front. Højlund teased like he may be returning soon. If we can only wish. We can only wish. I don't think he's gonna. None of the midfielders that we're currently in the market for looks anywhere close, right? And that is a big problem. I already spoke about Harry Maguire in the last video, and that is definitely confirmed. He's not leaving. I don't know, it would take a miracle for him to accept anything. They would definitely have to force him out, like probably physically force him out of the club at this point. He's happy with his wages, and this guy is literally just sitting there and just saying, you know what, I'm the 5th choice defender, but I'll sit on the bench, I'll play with the reserves, I'll play the League Cups and the FA Cups, and I'll come on at the 80th minute just to park the bus and collect my £160,000 a week. And hopefully Gareth Southgate picks me for England. That is pretty much what this dude is saying, and that just speaks volumes about character, because he could have had a much bigger role at West Ham. And that is just crazy, because we need Amrabat in the midfield, right? And even Gravenberch from Bayern Munich we're still inquiring about, but there's no money. I don't know how the finances are being run at the club. I mean, we just signed the biggest contract in football history with Adidas, $900 million over 10 years, and we still have no money. So I don't know what's happening. Manchester United versus Tottenham, I can see it going either way. I'm not being overly optimistic unless you go there, unless the players understand what is at stake here. We cannot drop the early points. We need to get all 3 points. Last match, it should have been at least a draw or a defeat, if we're being honest, because we didn't play very well, right? And that should have been a penalty. So if we got away with that, we should only be focusing on winning these early games. Stack up them points and stack up the goals, stack up them points and maintain that top 4 position. Because if you make City get away, if you make Arsenal get away, or Liverpool or Chelsea, who is signing everybody, even the bus drivers, then we're never gonna have anything. We're gonna finish outside the top 4. In the Premier League gets stronger and stronger every year. We still gotta worry about Newcastle, we gotta worry about Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, City, right? So what is even top 6 anymore? Because it seems like everybody is getting stronger and stronger, except United. But I'm gonna be optimistic here, and I feel like Erik Ten Hag is has gotten through to the players and say, listen, don't mess around, right? We have to go there and we need a win, and we need to win convincingly, and we need to play our heart like it's a final. And I think, you know, normally Manchester United bounce back when, you know, the pressure, the fans start putting pressure on them and they come out and they turn up. So I'm hoping for that. Please, I'm hoping for that, because, you know, anything else, anything less than that is unacceptable, right? We cannot let City get away again this year. We cannot let Arsenal get away again this year. We have to give them some competition. And yeah, man, I'm optimistic and I'm ready. And one topic I wanted to talk about is Mason Greenwood. All I'm gonna say, it's a big divide in the fan base about whether Mason Greenwood should return to the club. We all heard everything, we saw, right? Now him and the lady had a baby, they're living together, they've been living together through all this. Man, I'm not gonna say what I think, but I just know if the club puts him back, it's just gonna be a massive divide, right? But if I'm being honest, from the club perspective and from a moral perspective, they should just let this man go free, right? We already know that because of, you know, let's be real. If he was like just an average footballer, he would have been like whatever. Like if he was one of the academy, like just the regulars, like a Tahith Chong, you know what I mean? Like he would just be like Hannibal. Yeah, no disrespect to those young kids, but they're not Greenwood. You know what I mean? So if it was like one of them, I feel like the club would have been like, no, you know what? See you, have a good life. You know, here's a payout or something, pay you off your contract, but this is to, you know, I mean, Nike dropped him immediately, you know, but Manchester United know that this guy is a gem, so they don't want to lose him for free, right? They don't want to say, okay, go, and then he goes somewhere overseas, probably Italy or something like that, and all of a sudden he's scoring 30 goals a season and becomes a monster, and we're like, you know. But I think United should take the high ground, and like if they should pay him out or something, but just try to put him in another, just relieve him of his duties. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to play football again. I just think that as a club, with all this, you know, social media and cancel culture is, I think they should just do the moral right thing and just help him to recover. But I know that the Sun or one of those newspapers reported that they're gonna put him back in the team. But until I see that, I can't believe it. But anyway, looking forward to the match tomorrow. Peace.